Last thing we want to get into, Kendrick dropped a new album last week, 2 weeks ago.
Tell him
G
Kendrick did it.
GNX, Dixon. Just wanted to see your feedback. What was your review? I've only listened to it twice.
Tell me,
Uh,
you tell me, you tell me. What you thinking?
I like I said twice. My biggest thing on albums is like I need for it to marinate and how it is over time to
Yes,
really
sir.
give like a full like this is what I think of the album. But like after the first two listens, I thought it was pretty good. Um, There were some things I didn't like. I'm not really a big fan of like the West Coast sound, but I thought it,
Perfectly normal.
yeah, but I thought it was like I thought of some of the beats were really good. I liked how he threw a lot of the oldies in there and kind of made made something off of that. I thought the bars were pretty good. I didn't think anything was like outrageous, but like I said, after a couple more listens, I'm sure I'll catch a lot more. You know what I mean? Because just like watching a movie a couple times, you catch more things every time. And
Yeah.
With the Kendrick album specifically, you have to absorb that album a couple times to really understand
You
it.
got to do your research, actually.
You gotta really dig in. And I mean, just going off a damn, right? Like it's a story. The whole album's a story. From front to
Yeah.
back, back to front, it's two different stories. So it's like you gotta really dig into Kendrick. But like I said, after first two, I thought there was some really good songs, and um, I think as time goes on, I'm gonna like it even more.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
But
Like,
as of right now, I would say it's a very good album. I'm not gonna say great or excellent. I'm gonna say it's a very good album.
yeah, nah, and I think that's pretty spot on with, my assessment of the album and people's experience, like especially listening to it in the beginning. Uh, we East Coast down south people, so the West Coast sound is not our sound. It's not something that's like we're gonna gravitate toward, but I appreciate him doing it. I appreciate him stepping out on a limb and going that direction and changing his sound and going in that direction. The production is top tier. Like those
Oh,
West Coast
it's
beats go
incredible. Yeah,
dumb. They go
yeah.
crazy. And the reason why you think like lyrically is not saying that much is because the way he's flowing and the beat is like so like chill and like fun. That's like the lyrics is like almost the third thing that's really, going on. But tap in, he's really going absolutely crazy on the
No, I'm not saying he's not.
like
It's just like I know.
punchline after punchline after punchline. No, because I thought the same thing at first too. It's not something like you sat there and you were like, "Oh, whoa, holy shit!" or he just killed that verse. But then you, some of those catchy ass songs, you're like, "Oh wait, let me actually hear what he's saying." You're like,
Right.
"Oh shit!" Like even the hype song, like the turn the TV
Squabble up.
off, the,
Oh, okay.
the TV off. I think that's the real single off the album. Like I know Squabble Up was the lead single, but I think the real single is TV off. That's the real one. That's the Not Like Us Part Two with Mustard. And like that song, for example, he's really spitting some crazy shit. It just doesn't seem like it because it's just such a vibey song.
So how many like how deep have you dug into this album?
Just I would say today I've really started to dig deep.
Okay.
Like before today, I was just listening to it, doing my own like assessment, but today I actually started to like research
Okay.
and like try to really understand what's going on.
Well, after the first few listens, like where would you put it in his discography?
I don't think it's better than Mr. Morale, but that's me. I would put it. I still don't got it better than Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I really enjoy the album. Personally, I would just like more introspective type music. So I would say I don't know, I'd put it like let's say if there's a top five, I'd put it like more toward the fifth spot
Okay.
on that end for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's people ask me like what do I think? I think like my classification of it is like a dark, funky West Coast type of music. There is still like one or two like Kendrick special songs on there, which is like Man at the Garden, Reincarnation. But a lot of those is like that West Coast Bob and like party music. So it was just really cool to see how he did that. But when he does like the special thing, like on Reincarnation, that's when you really see the genius.